line. Yeah.
Today's travel blog, I've come to a little village of Coleshill, which is in the east between Highworth and Farringdon, and I've come to especially today between 2 and 5 when there is a working flour mill. It's only operating once a month on a specific day, Sunday. So really, if you're going to see it, then you need to plan ahead to make sure that you get here when it's open, because otherwise it's a wasted journey. So luckily I've planned it, and I'm just planning on hoping that the rain holds off the big black cloud, and the weather forecast was 60% rain. So I'm hoping that we can get to see the flour mill. This is the village of Coleshill. It's also, apparently, I've been told, there's a Second World War bunker which we can go and have a look at, and there's loads of different walks and things for those that like walking, nature area, nature walks. And this is actually very close to where I was before, which is Badbury Hill. So let's get off and have a look. Parking in the estate office, and then you head down the hill. Apparently we're a bit early, it's not open till 2. There is some walks that you can do. That's Coleshill Park, which is also National Trust. Coleshill Mill. Closed at the moment, but it will be open. It's open one Sunday. Not very often. So it's not quite open yet. It's a grassy area. And it's somebody living here when it's not open to the National Trust. which is once a month in the summer between 2 and 5.
You've obviously had connections.
Well, the reason why I didn't bring it is because it was
That's, I'm cross about that because that's ambiguous. That should apply to the OB, to the operational base, the Second World War thing. This is payment, but there you go, your members.
Yeah, we are absolutely.
Yeah. So
In fact, we're the senior members before we've been members for more than 5 years.
jolly good. 2 members. You found one of those.
Yeah,
That's good. Yeah, yeah. Hang on to that. We usually suggest that you start at the far end, which is the way the little guide's written.
Yeah.
And that's the water mill. Most of the gearing and things are on the ground floor,
Yeah.
and that's where the mill's controlled from. And then you go upstairs, and that's where the mill stones are and where the milling actually takes place.
Okay.
And I hope we'll get the machinery turning today. We don't have hardly any water, so whether we'll be able to mill or not, don't know. I'm not optimistic. But certainly we'll get the machinery turning. Should be enough good. Jolly good.
Right. Let's go and have a nose then. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Hello there. I'm not sure what of that you heard.
A little bit of it.
Another member. There you go. How able are you to do stairs?
Very.
Right.
So obviously,
The
know it's upstairs.
yeah. I mean, all the gearing and things is downstairs. The controls are downstairs, so the things for changing the gap between the stones to the water flow and the amount of grain coming out downstairs. The actual milling is upstairs. The fact that there's only 3 people here, if you want to do the stairs and take your time, you're not going to be in a throng and be anybody's way. So please do.
All right. I'll have a go.
Jolly good. And
Thank you very much.
the water wheel on the far side, should be easy enough for you to see, especially when we've got things turning. My colleague here at the moment is just doing a little bit of lubrication, so when he's done that, we'll open the sluice gate and hope the mill turns. But we've got a water problem, so how much we'll be able to do, I'm not sure. I think the answer is probably not milling, getting the machinery turning, but not actually milling probably today. We'll see.
We'll see. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, chicken.
We're back in a second, okay?
That's all right.
We might make it, but I don't know.
I doubt it. Bit of a hill. You'd probably go down it, but you wouldn't get back up.
I think that's the worst.
Yeah. A bit steep.
We'll give you a push if you want to risk it. What we were talking to the other 2 about is actually a river. Restoration is the wrong word, but a project
Right.
on the river for biodiversity. lots of rivers in the 20th century were deepened and straightened.
Yeah.
This little river included. The unusual thing about this river is that process had been put into reverse. In the 1990s, they raised the bed level, they put the meanders back in, so that the water meadows would flood, so that you get the wildflowers in the meadows and so on, which was probably great for biodiversity, very bad for the mill. We hadn't restored the mill at the time, and nobody thought, what's the effect on the mill? Well, the effect on the mill is that we're
Less
struggling to
water.
get any water. Dave, do you know where Mike is? Right, because I was going to go put the boards out, but I didn't want it to leave you on your own. So that board actually describes that project in which... okay.
No, I don't think I'll go down that hill because I won't get back up.
Oh, here he is. Actually, it's not the original. Go, take the board.
Oh, hi there.
Hello.
How you doing?
All right, not too bad.
You were photographing the road when I drove by.
Yes. Making a video.
All right. There's not a lot of way probably down. And the mill's middle of the 1700s.
Right.
So that's been here since then. And this is what we call a spur wheel, big one. And you see it's original. It's a whole wooden wheel with wooden cogs in. If you have to bend down and make it see this is the pit wheel, the big one, this is the pit
Right.
wheel. That's what we
That
call
goes
it.
from outside.
Yeah, the wheel's just there.
Yeah.
But the pit wheel's turned by the water wheel, goes that way around. And this is an iron, what we call a wallower, but that's iron. If you look up just above it, you can see where the spokes were. But originally it would have had a wooden wallower.
Oh, right.
And
They
that
changed it, right.
the arm was sort of Victorian improvement.
Right. Obviously that's longer than
So they butchered out a lovely vertical shaft and it's a wooden wheel. But at least that's original, that wheel's original, a spur wheel.
Yeah.
We're getting
The steps going upstairs to where the mill grind the corn. Now, I don't know if I want to go up there because it's a bit steep.
This pair of stones, one of the stones is fractured and hasn't been used for a considerable number of years, so we've not bothered to restore that. But we've left it open so you can actually see the stones at the top there. We're not quite certain what this gear wheel was for, it's bevel gear to drive something, but we don't know. There's obviously a shaft went through there, but how it was connected and what it was driving, we have no idea whatsoever. Whether it was they put a stationary engine outside and they used it to power the mill when there was no water, or whether they used the water mill to power something that was outside, we really do not know. So everything in the mill would have been sourced locally. So these are just tree trunks that are cut down, adds down, or sawn down, and everything is adjusted by wedges. So you've got wedges in all directions. So the centre beam here, you've got a couple of folding wedges there, which means that you can take those out and you can slide things sideways to get everything lined up. Because this is, pretty basic engineering. Okay, same wedges here to lift the beams on both sides. Look, and everywhere you go, you'll see these wedges. Okay, which gives you the alignment that you want. So get everything vertical, get everything meshing properly with gears. The teeth on here, you can, when we get it going in a moment, you'll just see that there some of the teeth have been replaced, but there's not many of them. Most of these are the original teeth, and the preferred wood would be apple wood. It's got a little bit of oiliness in it, but so we're replacing with oak at the moment. So as Mike gets it going in a minute, we'll the tooth out in again, 20 minutes, and we'll be running again. So I'm not going to do most of this downtime, but it's the same thing's true with
Hello. How are you? Great.
So on the left here we've got the water pump that was used originally to pump water from the leat across to the model farm across the road. And we have 3 controls basically. That's our accelerator, which just opens the weir gate up and puts water into the paddles. Mike has got a jack there, which is regulating the gap between the 2 stones.
Just oiling it.
Yeah. But it does regulate the gap between, so obviously it gets the fineness of the flour that we're producing. And we've got this one here which governs the rate at which the grain goes into the hopper to be milled. So we've got the drive in this direction, turns through 90 degrees to drive it to here, and then this is the gear which, so you see those pins in it, those 3 teeth can come out, so we can take those teeth out, and everything else can work without actually turning the stones at the top. So again, this is the one that's actually driving the stone at the top.
See if there's any what.
So we made a video up, so
Oh, right.
but it's a very old computer, so it takes a while to
Yeah,
wind up.
that's all right. Very clever.
Get round there for life.
Our staple foods might have been prepared 100 years ago.
On the laptop.
There has been a mill here at Coleshill for much longer.
I think it'll go today.
There was a mill here at the time of the train station
Oh, I see.
900 years ago. And some of the present on the ground floor, or wheel floor. So called because this is where the meal arrives when it has been produced. The power is transmitted upwards through the mill by the machinery. The grain moves downwards through the mill by gravity, being turned into meal on the way.
Hello.
Well, the things in the plastic bags are what's been dug up
Oh, I see.
around Coleshill, and most of the things this side are replicas.
All right. Ooh, knuckle duster.
Oh yeah, we've got all sorts.
Ah. Whistles and
Yes.
what is it?
What, this? It's a sticky bomb.
Like
Yeah, you throw it. Yeah.
ah.
Yeah.
How far am I going to be able to get
Oh, we can get you in the tunnel if you like.
in the tunnel?
What? I don't know if you'll be able to get down the ladder, would you?
No.
No,
it's 12
We've got a
down the
little
ladder,
trolley you can get on if you
12
want
the
to.
tunnel, you see.
If that's any help to you.
Get on the trolley?
We've got a little trolley, yeah. if that's any good.
I don't know. Sounds like fun actually.
Yeah. in there once you get in there.
Oh, right.
So it's quite high. You can't reach the ceiling.
Yeah.
People think it's going to be claustrophobic, you know.
Well, I'll have a go at it. Yeah, why not? Oh, I see. Like the Great Escape. It's like the Great Escape.
Except you're going in.
Yeah.
What do you reckon then?
I don't know. How would you do it then? How would you like lay on it, sit on it?
Well, that's up to you. We can pull it if you can get on it.
Yeah. And everything. Is there? How big is it inside then? Is it like a?
Once you get in, there's plenty of space.
So I could take the camera.
I'll hold it while you sit
Jan
yourself.
will bring that in for you.
All right. Oh God. No, because it's got your head in the way. So you have to. I'm heavy.
You push, John.
Right, and then we're stuck.
You bump there. It's all right. Once you get going.
The rails, really.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? People before.
Yeah. Not big, fat, heavy lumps though. Like me.
Right.
Oh, we're in. Wow.
I wouldn't do my knees anyway.
Right. You want the camera?
Got the camera?
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I could have brought it in with me.
No, it's all right. There you go.
Cheers.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. I've been in the car.
That hasn't been up there yet.
Oh, that's why I haven't seen it then.
Yeah. Oh, I see. You get in on it.
Yeah.
Just need to make it in.
Oh.
Right. You see where you're going?
See where I'm going now.
You okay?
Yep. Ah. Cozy.
Yes.
Make yourself up.
Yes, well, that was very interesting. I mean, we always thought it was the radio up there. And then we had the second thing, and it wasn't.
Entrance shaft is at the far end, and it's just a vertical ladder down. And
Oh, I see. So we're in the back door.
you come in the back door. Those narrow bits,
Yeah.
it's made narrow on purpose because that's bits that stick out are blast walls.
Yeah. Just in case they chuck bombs down.
If they chuck a hand grenade down, it'll explode at the bottom. It'll stop most of the blast coming this way. Not all of it, but most of it. So that's why it's narrow. And just in there is a toilet, which is just a bucket with a seat.
And you can study this, and if you click on Coleshill, you can get pictures.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and prime a stove to make a cup of tea.
In the galley.
And the vent up there, that goes up through a hollow tree.
For a tree.
Yeah, to take the smells and steam away.
Oh, that's clever. And then we have to squeeze through.
Yeah, you can see the ladder, you can get through there.
Oh yes. So that's how you would get in.
Yeah. And on the original bunker up in the woods, the ladder's completely rusted away, there's nothing left of it.
Wow.
Just a couple of bits of rust.
Wow.
So, once they're in here, you've got probably 6 men sleeping in here.
Yeah.
As you can see, we've got 4 bunks at the moment.
Yeah.
2 at the bottom and 2 at the top. So you need 2 more at least this side.
Yeah.
So it would be quite crowded with
Yeah, with 6 blokes. Yeah.
6 blokes. There are boots, kit bags, rifles, greatcoats and all the rest of it, all in here. And after a bit it will get quite smelly.
Yes.
There's no washing facilities. This here is, as it says, drinking water only. Every drop of water in that tank has got to be brought down the shaft in cans. So you're not going to waste that on washing, are you?
Not really, no.
And,
wow.
obviously, as soon as they start using that toilet, it's going to be smelly as well.
Yes.
And what is more, they were even allowed smoking breaks.
Really?
They were, yeah, not all the time, but certain times they were allowed to do it. Obviously.
So that way in is not really there, is it? Or is that been added?
No, it would be there. That's the escape
There.
zone.
Oh, I see.
And where we've got a door on the end of it,
Yeah.
it will be just a stone wall, no cement, just dry stone wall. And should they get discovered and have to get out that way, the first guy would have to go feet first,
And
down
kick
the tunnel,
Kick it
kick
out.
the stones out.
Ah.
And the tunnel would be probably twice as long as what we've got.
Yeah.
And it might even have a bend in it so you couldn't shoot down it.
Yeah. Ah.
So we've kept it short for convenience really.
But why would they be here? What's the point about?
Well, the whole thing was in 1940 when the British Expeditionary Force was pushed out of Dunkirk, we were going to be next. We were going to get invaded. It was 99% sure that the Germans were going to keep going and invade England. And they planned to do it in September 1940. That was theirs in groups probably. And each had to have a hideout. And most of them were situated underground. Some were in caves or mines or cellars or things like that. But the general thing was a structure like this, built and hole in the ground, in the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
To get things moving quickly, they used Canadian troops to do a lot of work, which had the advantage they didn't know where they were. So if they ever found out what they'd made or what they'd built,
they had no idea where it was. Yes.
They only did the basic construction. The group that was going to run it afterwards finished it off. Get the ropes out of the way. John, want to come pull the rope?
I do feel like Steve McQueen.
You might go further backwards. I don't know if that'll curve or that, mate. No, let's start again. Hang on, mate.
The end's stuck up, isn't it?
There's something under there. What's that? Oh, it's the old.
There's sacks under it.
Hey!
Hey, or a bit short of carpet at one time.
We going on? Yeah. Yeah, it's caught underneath again, isn't it? Yeah. It is, isn't it? Is it just going to get worse?
Probably.
No.
You got it, John?
Got something. Got something.
That was fun. Yeah. And they're what Steve McQueen filmed like.
How close you have to get that?
Oh, what an experience! Well, there we go. That's the end of my travel vlog for Coleshill, the mill and the bunker. I mean, I just really enjoyed that. As I say, I do feel like Steve McQueen going through the tunnel at the Great Escape. But you know, I think access wise, not too bad to see. The video was quite useful, and the ramp thing in the tunnel was quite good. Yeah, I do recommend that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my channel, and come back soon for some more.